Creationism is usually a religious explanation for the origin of the universe and life, particularly that of human beings. In the last 100 years or so, it has been predominantly associated in the United States and other Western nations with the Christian origin myth laid out in the book of Genesis. There are many variations to creationism. Young Earth believes that the Earth is between 5,700 and 10,000 years old, based on the assumption that Jesus was born somewhere around the year zero, and trace the genealogies laid out in the Bible all the way back to Adam and Eve. Old Earth believes that the Earth is millions, if not billions of years old, and the 6 days of creation really were thousands, if not millions of years. Under this are different groups of various forms of creationism, such as gap creationism, progressive creationism, and evolutionary creationism, otherwise known as theistic evolution. Associated with creationism is intelligent design, which proposes that some things are too complex to arise through natural selection, so an intelligent agent must have made them, with the intelligent agent usually being the Christian God. One possible reason for fearing the teaching of evolution is that people associate it with atheism. Evolution is often portrayed as being the driving force for undermining morality, society, and God. Evolution has nothing to do with and has no effect on morality or the stability of society, except making sure people are educated. As for undermining a belief in God, many Christians accept evolution or theistic evolution, which is the belief that God guides evolution. This image here is a good representation of the straw man used to portray evolution. Creation man doesn't have to be like that. It could be anything. The evolution man is, to start, a very bad Photoshop. Hell, it might even been done in Microsoft Paint, but I digress. The extra protrusions, feet and eyes, wouldn't have led to any sort of advantage if they were pointless and meaningless, just like the picture says. They wouldn't have been passed on enough to survive more than a few generations, and that is if they managed to evolve in the first place. They also give him a wide body that looks cumbersome, as well as vestigial tubes that look just as useless as the other protrusions. These things look like they would hinder movement as well as be a drain on the body's energy reserves. Evolution wouldn't allow for the form on the right unless the circumstances were such to give this form an advantage either now or in the past, which allowed it to survive and reproduce more often. Why do you guys still get acknowledged by the media and politicians? Did you fail biology in college? Did you fail biology in high school? Why are the vast majority of scientists wrong and the few that are on your side right? Do you know how evolution actually works? Or do you just think you know how it works based on whatever crazy stuff you've read, like Answers in Genesis, or anything you've heard from Michael Behe? Have you read a book about evolution that wasn't written by someone who doubts evolution? Isn't intelligent design another form of creationism? And if you like intelligent design, could the intelligent designers be aliens? And if so, were they intelligently designed, or did they actually evolve? Evolution is the leading scientific theory for a very good reason. Not only has it been directly observed, but it's been demonstrated through the fossil record and DNA. Evolution is phylogenetic trees which demonstrate inferred evolutionary relationships, whereas creationism has phylogenetic orchards, which claim certain kinds were created, such as cats, wolves, trees, and birds, and from there they branch off into a variety of those different kinds, but the kinds never share a similar ancestor amongst themselves. This would require an outside force to create the first cats and wolves, instead of life being started at a single point in time, and after millions of years and many generations, different groups branching off through mutations and selective pressures in the environment that lead to the diverse ecosystem we see today.